Greenhouse project is the newly adopted system of growing crops, especially vegetables, in Uganda and in other nations like South Korea. Previously, greenhouses in Uganda were renowned for flower growing due to their vital role in regulating excess sun heat that have diverse effects on flower plants, causing them to wither. In the recent years, greenhouses have been adopted by outstanding farmers and demonstration farms as a new system of ensuring constant and unseasonal growing of crops amidst harsh weather that have kept slowing down crop yields. Greenhouses are useful in growing crops such as tomatoes, eggplants, cucumber, cabbages, red pepper, among others, on crop rotation basis as a way of enriching soils and avoid soil exhaustion. Korea Program on International Agriculture, Kopia, a research center that was established on 9th May 2014 with a vision to pursue a mutually beneficial relationship between the Republic of Korea and Uganda through cooperation in agriculture, is one of the centers that have embraced greenhouse projects. This is part of the Kopia mission aimed at developing locally adaptable technologies and seeds by sharing knowledge and experience with researchers of partner countries. According to Kopia Uganda Center Director Dr. Shim Hong Sink, greenhouses play an important role in growing numerous crops like tomatoes and cabbages, among others.
They allow the farmers to grow or harvest crops throughout the year, unlike in the open garden, where vegetable growing entirely depends on natural rains. Easy control of pests and disease and long harvesting periods also depict the effectiveness of a greenhouse.
It's a foot bath containing a disinfectant known as sodium hypochlorite, and its purpose is to clean our feet before we enter. Whoever is supposed to enter must step here in this foot bath. These are tomatoes. They are planted in a greenhouse. Normally when we are making experiments, we plant outside the field in the greenhouse and in the rainproof structure to compare the performances of the seed under 3 different conditions. So this one was planted in a greenhouse and it is still growing, yet the one which was planted outside the field, in the open field, it's no longer in existence because of high temperatures. They got some stress, and when they get stressed, they can mature fast, and even the fasting period is very short. Unlike the ones in the greenhouse, you can see still they are flowering and growing.
It depicts the need to tap underground water that is later connected to the water tank that supplies water to the greenhouses through irrigation pipelines, as he demonstrates.
Irrigation system, I will use this one.
This is the irrigation system in the greenhouse, which we use from groundwater from the outside, and this irrigation system is with irrigating and the plant near the root. For example, here. For example, here is the come out the water in here near the root, crop root, root side, and can irrigation only the where the water need area. Yeah. So we save the watering, and save the money. For if there is the use the water can, is the too much area we irrigation. But this system is only needed to drop the water in the other plant.
Perception is also emphasized by Kopia farm manager Christmas Kaliaija, who clarifies that most crops are affected by the same diseases and therefore can be grown at the same time in a similar environment under the greenhouse.
We can have different crops at the same time because most of the crops, they are affected by the same diseases So there's no problem if you plant them at the same time. But you have to plan before you do that one. You have to plan how are you going to rotate. For example, as you can see, pepper here, tomatoes there, which means next time we shall plant cabbages.
Damaged by these thrips is carry out the virus disease. Yeah. It's not much. Yeah. But in the greenhouse, cultivate in the greenhouse, we can depend the insect. I don't know. It's too much.
Did you get
Yeah,
that?
here.
Okay.
Yes, the small one. Is the thrips. Thrips is vector of the virus disease. This is this one is the disease by virus. It's the stunt or mosaic. The symptom is a mosaic like this.
Dr. Shim explains the importance of growing crops in greenhouses due to the unlimited growing of crops all the time, alongside easy management of the crop pests and diseases.
The greenhouses are effective in the way that they allow the farmers to grow or harvest crops throughout the year, unlike in the open garden, where vegetable growing entirely depends on natural reason. Easy control of pests and disease and long harvesting periods also depict the effectiveness of a greenhouse.
However, Dr. Shim unveils a concern that although greenhouses have got enormous positive traits compared to open garden system of crop growing, constructing greenhouses is costly and hard to be achieved by ordinary farmers.
The major challenge is that the initial cost of constructing the greenhouse structure and installing the irrigation system seem to be quite high.
Categorize it under greenhouse, but it's where the input costs are very low. They are minimal. Because all the materials used to construct this kind of structure are readily available on the market. Eucalyptus tree.
To ensure that greenhouse projects are rooted in Uganda, various people are trained on the usage and management to the extent that even students from higher institutions of learning such as Makerere University are also engaged as trainers, as Shim emphasizes.
We disseminate our research finding by conducting workshop on farm training, and we have also made numerous publications in newspaper. Kopia project has also trained many batches of students from different institutions like Makerere University, Bugelma University, Bukalarza Agricultural College, Kampala University, and farmers from Bukeje, Wakiso, Nakaseke, and Queen District.